Hello students, welcome to my English class of Basava Residential Girls School. Today we'll be seeing grammar. Under grammar, framing questions. For your board exam, you'll be having one question where you'll be given a sentence and one word is underlined and they will say frame questions so that this underlined word will be gotten as an answer. So it is very important. Let's get started. So before going to framing questions, we will see how many types of questions are there. There are basically 4 types of questions. Okay. First one is called general or yes no questions. Common questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no are logically called yes no questions. This is an example. Do you like coffee? So this question can have only 2 answers. One will be with yes or the other can be with no. It can be only these 2. It can't be anything else. It can either be yes I like coffee or no I don't like coffee. That is why they are called yes, no or general questions. One more example can be, are you coming tomorrow? It can be yes I am coming tomorrow or no I am not coming tomorrow. Is it raining? Yes it is raining. No it is not raining. Okay. Second one is special questions or WH questions. So in your exams, any subject, your answer paper, in your regular question and answers, most of them will be WH questions. A special question uses a certain word at the beginning of the sentence to ask a specific question. So for this you will get you are specifying what answer you require. The question words would be who, what, where, when, why, how many, whose, whom, etc. Okay, the question will begin with these words. That is why they are called WH. Most of them are W and one H. Okay, WH, WH, WH and only one how and how many. All the others are WH only. One example, when did the movie start? So the question is asking a specific time. So the answer will be movie started at 4 o'clock. So we are giving the time. Okay. Who is the hero of the movie? Jackie Chan is the hero of the movie. So who, as soon as you ask who, the answer should be one person, isn't it? Next type is called as choice questions. Choice questions are those which offer a choice of several options as an answer. They are made up of 2 parts which are connected by the conjunction or. So it is like the questioner, the person who is asking a question, asks a question and gives the other person a choice of 2 or more options, and the other person has to choose one of them. For example, do you like ice cream or sweets? So the reply will be either ice cream or sweets. Would you like to have coffee or tea? So here the options are coffee and tea. I would like to have tea please, or I would like to have coffee. Any one can be your answer. The last one is disjunctive or tag questions. So these are nothing but the question tags which you already have learnt. This type of question is also made up of 2 parts, where the first part is a positive statement and the second part is negative or vice versa. That means first will be negative and the second part will be positive. The first part of the sentence defines the expected answer. If the statement is positive, a positive answer is expected. If the statement is negative, a negative answer is expected. See, you are going to Zurich. That is the first part. Aren't you? That is the second part. See, the first part is positive because there is no not there. The second part is negative because you have aren't you is nothing but are you not. So the answer should be positive only. The answer is, the questioner is asking that you are going to Zurich. So that he wants an affirmation whether he is going to Zurich. Like he is asking you are going to Zurich, he just wants a confirmation. So the answer is yes most of the time. Or the other way around would be you're not going to Zurich, are you? That means he wants to confirm that the person is not going. Okay, this is question tag and you all know very well about question tags. Now we'll come to some examples, and here I'll be giving you only simple present just for better understanding. Okay, where do you live? See, that is the question. Here we are learning how to frame questions for the words which are underlined. Okay, so which is the WH word here? Where. So for any place, if you want the answer, if you want to know the place, you have to ask where. Okay, so where do you live? The answer is I live in Jayanagar. So now if you have been given a sentence I live in Jayanagar and Jayanagar is underlined, your question should be, because Jayanagar is the name of a place, you should start your question with where. Where do you, because the pronoun here is I. So where do you live? So here see, the question word is where. The auxiliary verb, which are auxiliary verbs? Do, can, am, is, are, were, was, have, do, does, all those are auxiliary verbs. Subject, you, here I is the subject and here it becomes you. Live is the main verb. See, all these are verbs. So a question, you should divide it like this so that it will be easy for you. What does Hema eat for breakfast? So here is what. So for if you want the answer as a noun or a thing specifically, then it will be what. Hema eats dosa for breakfast. See, dosa is underlined. So this dosa is a noun, isn't it? So you are going to ask a question with what. What does, because here it is eats, simple present tense. What does Hema eat for breakfast? These are extra. So these extra ones will come as it is. No change for that. How do they commute to work? Commute means travel. How do they commute? So how, you're going to ask how questions if you want the method, it is the method in which it is done or the manner in which it is done. If you want to know that, you have to ask how. They commute to work by train. That means how the answer for how is by train. Okay, when. So when do you use when questions? When you want a reply of time. When you want to know the time of something, you will ask when questions. When is your assignment due? That means it has to be a date or a time. My assignment is due next week. So next week is the underlined word. So next week is a time, isn't it? Why are they late? So when are why questions asked? When you want to know the reason. So they want to know the reason for somebody being late. So most of why questions are answered by using this conjunction because. They are late. See, they are late because they missed the van. Few more. Who? So if who is the best player? If you want to know the person, then you will ask who questions. Who is the best player? Virat is the best player. So Virat here is a person. So if you want to know the person who is the best player, you will ask who questions. How many pens do you need? I need 3 pens. So how many means it will be a number. Okay. If you want a number as an answer, you will ask how many. Whose ball is this? Again, if you want to ask a question, if you want to know to whom something belongs, it belongs to somebody, then you will ask who. Whose ball is this? This is Hari's ball. See this apostrophe means this ball belongs to Hari. That is why you will say whose, W-H-O-S-E. With whom do you come to school every day? I come to school with my mother. So with whom means with somebody, some person. Then that answer should be I come to school with my mother. So I think you would have got a basic idea by now. We will see more examples of how to frame questions. So we'll take a sentence here. RCB won the final match yesterday. This is how you will be given a sentence in your exam, and one of the words, it could be any word, it would be underlined. So based on what is underlined, see here this is the same sentence in three. There are same three sentences but different words are underlined. Based on what is underlined, your question will vary. That is where you have to be very careful. See here RCB is underlined. So RCB is it is a name of a team, right? So we can consider it as a person. So if a person needs to come as an answer, how should you ask a question? Who? So who won the final match yesterday? Who won the final match yesterday? Okay. Second one, RCB won the final match is underlined. The final match. So this is considered as a noun. So this you can ask what? What did RCB win yesterday? You might ask why ma'am you have put win instead of won. See here you have did, right? Usually did is a past tense. Do is the present tense of did. So you already have one past tense to denote that it is a past tense sentence. So this main verb should be in present tense itself. Okay. So what did RCB win yesterday? It won the final match. Now the final one we have yesterday as is underlined. So what is yesterday? It is a time. So when you want any time frame as an answer, you have to say when. So when did RCB win the final match? Okay. So we'll see another sentence. Purvi is playing in the garden. Purvi is underlined. What is Purvi? It is a person. It is a noun, and under noun it is a person. So for person you will say who. Who is playing in the garden? The next one is playing. Okay, it is a verb. It is a continuous verb, present continuous. So it is an action. Purvi is doing something. So you can ask what is Purvi doing in the garden? Okay. It can be anything here. Purvi is dancing, Purvi is singing, Purvi is sleeping. For any action verb, the question will be what is Purvi doing in the garden? Purvi is playing in the garden. So in the garden it is a place. So for a place to come as an answer, what question would you ask? Where? So where is Purvi playing? My brother is 16 years old. So for this age. So for age it's a slightly different question and it is a very common question. Okay. So my brother is underlined. What is my brother? It is a person, isn't it? So for a person, by now you should be knowing we have to use who. So is 16 years old. So who is 16 years old? Should be the question. My brother is 16 years old. If the age is underlined, then you should ask how old. So this is for a brother, so you have to say how old is your brother. See here, I am 10 years old. So 10 years old is the same. How old and how old. But what is the subject here? I. So how old are you? Alright. Next. Again another one. We will go to Switzerland after 1 month. The same sentence. We is underlined. That means it is a person. A group of people. Again the question should be who. Who will go to Switzerland after 1 month? Here Switzerland is underlined. By now you know Switzerland is a place. So the question WH word is where. Where will you go after 1 month? Now here after 1 month is underlined. So after 1 month is a time frame, isn't it? So what is the question word? When. When will you go to Switzerland? Now here if instead of we, the subject becomes Nancy, you will put here when will Nancy go to Switzerland. Any noun can come here, any subject. That subject just gets replaced over here. But the question word, the format doesn't change. Okay. This is Raju's car. See here apostrophe. It is the car which belongs to Raju. So it will be whose. Whose. This is the word which you have to use. It belongs to Raju. So Raju's car. So we should ask whose car is this? Raju is my best friend. So Raju, again it is a person. So who? Who is your best friend? Few more examples. Raju visits his parents once a week. Again this is a time frame, once a week. So you can also ask when does Raju visit his parents? Okay, that is also correct. But once a week here, very specifically, it is a frequency. Okay, it is an adverb of frequency, once a week. So here you can add how often. How often does Raju visit his parents? Raju visits his parents once a week. Again this you should have become familiar with it by now. Raju is a person, so you have to add who. Who visits his parents once a week? Now his parents are underlined here. So you will say whom does Raju visit? So Raju visits somebody. Who is that? So whom. It will become whom. I go to school by bus. So by bus. Again we saw in the previous example it was by train. So how do they commute? So how do you go to school? Bangalore is 26 kilometers away from Mysore. So here it is a distance, isn't it? It is distance. So you should ask how far. How far is Bangalore from Mysore? Reena waited at the bus stop for 2 hours. So again this is a time. So but it is for 2 hours. It is a time frame. So you have to ask how long. How long did Reena wait at the bus stop? Reena met 3 of her friends on her way home. So 3 is a number. So what question would it come? How many? How many friends did Reena meet on her way home? Reena felt sad after her friends left. So felt sad. So this is a feeling, isn't it? So how did Reena feel? Okay, how did Reena feel after her friends left? Here this phrase after her friends left, this can be anything. We are concerned about this subject, this verb and this word. Okay, because this is the underlined word. Reena felt sad because her friends left. Because. So as soon as you see the word because, it is a question for reason. Okay, so you have to put why. Why did Reena feel sad? Because means why. Okay, it is very easy. If there is a because, you can blindly frame the question using why. So with this we come to the end. I hope you will be able to frame much better questions after watching this. If you still have doubt, please watch it 2 or 3 times for better understanding. Okay, bye bye. See you all in another video. Bye.